Hello, my friends. It's me, Christiana Gaudet. I am live on my YouTube channel, simulcasting on Instagram. It is time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and I am here to answer your questions. Robin Renee, you're with me twice. You're on YouTube and you're on Instagram. That is your Tarot Fairy Godmother in stereo, twice. So cool. All right, so let's just do this thing. This is where you must ask a specific question, and I will give you a specific answer. Hey, Smile Soul 20, who is Smile Emerald 247, two different names, but I know you're the same person. Cool. Also, both places. So you must give me a specific question. I will answer questions on YouTube or Instagram, but if you come on over to YouTube, you can see the cards. So Christiana Gaudet Tarot on YouTube, but give me, Robin Renee, you're so nice. I got to see you twice. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you. So specific questions. If you have asked, just tell me what you see. That's not something I do on Saturday. For the Saturday Psychic Sampler, you ask a specific question, I give a specific answer. I will take them in the order that I see them. First, though, I do want to say a great big thank you to Cassia for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. Super chats and super stickers are a way you can support me here on YouTube. And Cassia is also a member, so thank you so much for that. And a special shout out to all the members. You can tell who the members are because their names are in green. Members make a monthly commitment to this channel and also receive some great perks. All right. Hey, Karen, nice to see you on Instagram. I haven't seen you in a million years, but I see you're all out and about doing all kinds of good stuff, teaching classes and whatnot, so very well done. Happy to see it. All right, let us get going. You can see I am being boring today and just using my Smith Weight Centennial. Comes in the tin. It's boring, but it's good. It works well. All right, so let's get shuffled. Ah, that's sweet, Karen. I am so glad you're doing well. Okay. First question I see is from Bianca Tarot. Can the friendship with my Virgo friend remain okay this year? They recently expressed they have romantic feelings for me, but I don't feel we're a perfect match. Not a bad person, just not mature. Not mature enough spiritually for me, but besides that, they have great qualities, and I do care about them. So, there's so many questions in there. So, first of all, when we look at this person, this Virgo friend, this person is like really serious about a relationship with you. Really serious about that. Can this person just be friends with you? I think this person will always sort of fantasize and come back to the idea of a relationship. Now, is there any reason that you should consider a relationship with this person? Lordy day, no. Do you see that? Yeah, no. You are completely right not to go there. So I think you can be friends, but I think this person is always going to be wanting to push that. And it may be that it's not good for this person to be friends with you because they want more than they can have. And it may be that that pushing is going to be hard on you. So I think it's fine for you to try to be friends, but your expectation should be limited, and I'm not sure that this is really going to work as a friendship. For the very reasons that you should not be with this person romantically are the very reasons that it may not work as a friendship. Think about that. Smile Soul 20, so nice to see you. Thank you for being a member here. I have tried going to places to meet a potential partner. Good. We talked about how that's a good idea. Am I closer to meeting a partner? Well, when we look at the places you're going and the things you're doing, you really haven't met anyone of interest yet. Do we think you will meet someone of interest soon? I feel like you're doing not enough. I know, you're already doing, but you need to do more. You're going to have to work at this. And it may be that in a way you are not you are not like just like the world's biggest social butterfly, and that may be the case. But I feel like you need to try more and harder. And if you try more and harder, keep doing more, you're going to meet someone who's going to become a partner to you. It will happen. So you have to do more, but it will happen. Hey, Nancy Sage, Shadow, fresh from Omega. Nice to see you here on Instagram. Barrett Ermy, so nice to see you on Instagram. Great to see you. I am simulcasting on Instagram and YouTube. So great. Barrett, you're going to get a mug. That's a great idea. I love that. So great to see you. You're welcome to come on over and join me on YouTube, Christiana Gaudet Tarot on YouTube, or hang out with me here on Instagram. I am taking your specific questions. The next question I see is Jake. Jake, thank you so much for being a member here. Was A referencing me in her video? It's not a bad thing necessarily, just curious. All right, let's take a look and see what we see. Was this a reference to you? Broadly, perhaps. I think there may have been some other people that fit into that reference too, but I think you were on this person's mind. I do think that is true. Yes. And I want to say a big thank you to Katie Kondo for the very generous super chat. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Super chats and super stickers are a great way to support this broadcast. And Katie is also a member, so thank you for your regular support of this channel, and thank you for your generous support of this broadcast. Really appreciate it. Okay, and just reminding everyone on Instagram and on YouTube, this is the Saturday Psychic Sampler. Ask your specific question. I will give you a specific answer. And oh my goodness, Julie Rogan, thank you so much. Thanks for being a member, and thank you for the generous super chat. Really, really appreciate it. All right, the next question I see. Adriana Belange. Have been applying for a new job, but no luck so far. Would I be able to find a new job where I can double my income? When, please? And address, phone number. Let's get that thing going, right? Double your income. Is doubling your income a possibility? Let's take a look at that. What do we think? Is doubling your income a possibility? You know, you could, I don't know if you could exactly double it, but you could improve it for sure, and you could do it soon. What do you need to do to make that happen? You have to believe in it. You have to apply to a lot of places, not just one or two, but a bunch. You have to take a bunch of interviews. But I think if you do that and you're really focused on it, even within a couple of months, you could make it happen. And that would be good. Okay. Barrett, I see your question on Instagram. I'm going to do yours next. But first, I want to say thank you so much for the super sticker to Chang. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is so good to see you here. Really appreciate you, and thank you for that support. Okay, next question. Barrett over on Instagram. Is the place I got the tarot gig at today, congratulations, going to work into full time? So the thing is, I think they're really going to like you, and I think you're going to do well there. I mean, I think you could go full-time there, but I don't know that it would equal the salary that you're now making doing your other thing full-time. So whether it could, but whether you would take it, two different things, you know? And that's where, like, you got the Six of Pentacles, so that really comes up, like, is it going to even out? Interesting question, but I think it is a good gig, and I think it's going to help you, and you're going to help a lot of people there, so congratulations. All right, the next question, Martha Vink, my friend. Is my cat okay health-wise? He seems a little off. And of course, obviously, with the question about kitty health, your veterinarian is the best source of information, but let me see what I see about the kitty. All right. I do feel like, I think the kitty's going to be fine, but I do think you need to keep a close eye. There is something going on. You need to keep a close eye, and it might be good just going to the vets, doing some blood work, seeing what's up. There is something going on here. It will be fine, but I do think you need a trip to the vet. All right. Karen, will I be able to get a mentoring session with my Tarot Fairy Godmother sometime soon? Oh, you bet. I don't need the cards for that. Just reach out. Would love to see you. You can come in person, or we could do over Zoom, whatever you like. Absolutely. Okay, and oh my goodness gracious, let's see what we got here. Cassandra has been a member for 14 months. We really appreciate you, Cassandra. And Cassandra has just helped out. Oh no, let's see. Yes, Cassandra has just helped out with a super sticker. Thank you so much. And somewhere in there, Yolanda. I enjoyed our chat yesterday too. Thank you so much for the super chat. Not sure how I missed that, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Most appreciated. So generous. Really, really appreciated. All right. Let's see. Next question is Yolanda. Once again, thank you for being a member here, and thank you so much for the super chat. I am hoping to schedule my licensure exam soon. I know that's anxiety producing. What areas do I need to focus on to ensure that I pass? And are there concerns about scheduling? All right, let's take a look. So when we talk about scheduling, you know, in a way, I want to say the sooner the better would be the thing. And what do you need to focus on to ensure that you pass? Honestly, I feel like you've done a good job studying. You're a good student. You know the material. I really feel like anxiety is the issue. You know, that the anxiety can cause us to not remember and not retain all kinds of stuff. And so the key is going to be really working on anxiety and letting that go. And as you were saying to me yesterday, talking about just being mindful in the moment, I think that's going to help a lot. All right, Robin Renee, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. And thank you for using the members-only emojis. Where's my man's? I know, man. Sometimes the cards come up like he's on his way, and never do we see him. And then you meet this interesting person, and it's like, no, let's take a look. What the heck is going on? Robin Renee is a catch and a half. Who's going to catch her? That's what we need to see. And the thing is, I mean, there's a lot of people who will be interested. Many are interested, but few will qualify, because you need someone who is your intellectual equal, who is not threatened by your intelligence. And you're smart enough now to walk away from stupidity and to walk away from BS and all of that. So, but that didn't answer the question. Where is your man's? I'm just telling you where he's not, right? I do not think your standards are too high. And I think you worry that it's not going to happen at all. But what the cards just keep saying is, girl, focus on school, focus on school, focus on school. And I don't know if that means that your man is at school, or if it simply means that right now you do your schooling, you get your PhD, and amongst other great things that will lead you to it will also lead you to your man's. I realize that was not the answer we were looking for, but that is what comes up. All right, here we go. Fedborn, thank you for being a new member here. We really appreciate you. Sweltering Saturday. So I don't know if you all notice, but every day that we do a live, Fedborn comes up with an alliterative title for the day, so it's Sweltering Saturday. Will an authentic partnership ever materialize? Let's take a look and see. What do we see? Authentic partnership for Fedborn. Yeah, I think the opportunities are absolutely there. It will take its time. And, you know, I feel like, especially with COVID, you haven't had the opportunity to go out and meet a lot of people. But I do think you're going to have luck in this area eventually. Okay, Nalini Kalu, thank you for being a member here. And thank you for all those emojis. Well, I have a stable income in the next 2 months. Let's take a look and see. I would say you're going to make sure you do. Yes, 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 you will. It may be pieced together from a few different things, but I really believe that you will. Okay, Imani, we need a specific question, so go ahead and get one in. Gemini Sun, so nice to see you. I've mentioned before I have a crazy dream of expanding my social media account to make an income from it. Not that crazy. Not that crazy. My niche is mom and fitness content, good stuff. What can I do to make this dream a reality? Well, let's take a look. And I just don't think that's a crazy dream at all. I think you can absolutely do it. When we look at where you are now, like you're not there yet. We know that. But you have to see it. You have to believe in it. You have to have a plan for it. And you have to put time into it. And it has to be things you love to do. And my feeling is if you start now being really serious about it within 2 years, you could absolutely have this. You have to be funny. You have to be inspirational. You have to be authentic. And you have to battle the demon within yourself that feels like you're not good enough. And I think you need to show us that demon because we all have one of those. And if you can be authentic about showing us that and showing us how you battle it, I think that would be very, very popular. Okay. Oh, Robin Renee, man, after that lousy reading I gave you, you still helped out with a super chat. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's really kind. And for those of you just joining us on YouTube and Instagram, I am simulcasting. If you want to see the cards, come on over to YouTube, Christiana Gaudet Tarot on YouTube. It is the Saturday Psychic Sampler. You ask a specific question, I give a specific answer. That's what we're doing. Okay, the next question. Aria Wilson, nice to see you. Do I have clairtangent abilities? Let's take a look and see. All right. Let's see what we see here. Aria Wilson, I think you really do. And I think maybe when you were growing up, you were taught to suppress them or taught to think that it wasn't good or it wasn't real. And so now you don't trust yourself well. You have to learn how to trust. You have to learn how to sort of own it and work with it. But if you do, it'll be there for you. I promise. I promise. Okay. Hey, Von Ray. So nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using a members only emoji. I'm thinking of applying for a loan or a grant for my new business. Do you think this would be a good idea? Ooh, I love how you're thinking. Yes, 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 1,000 times yes. Oh my golly gosh, do you see that? 100%. You go, you do this, and you do not delay. But how do I really feel about it? Seriously. That was a very enthusiastic response. Baby Cake, so nice to see you. Robin Renee, you know I'll spend it on the twins. Oh my gosh, you know I will. They're so cute. Oh my gosh. I'm dying of cuteness. All right. Baby Cakes, silly question. Can I cut and color my hair in 2 weeks? If not, then when is a good time? Last time you said it was bad timing. I looked bad and had to cut it again. Man, I understand. I understand completely. This is why I never color and rarely cut. And one thing everyone needs to think about, when Venus goes into retrograde, that is the time you really don't want to get your hair did. We're not there right now. But do it in 2 weeks. Is that good timing for you? You know, I think you're thinking about what you want, but I also think you're not in a good headspace about your own beauty right now. I would like you, I almost want you to wait a little bit longer and feel better about yourself. And then I realized, well, if I got my hair cut and colored, I would feel better about myself. But I don't think you're in a mood to love anything that happens there. And so I do think you should do it soon. I would say maybe 2.5 or 3 weeks. Be clear about what you think you want, but be willing to work with a stylist to figure it out. And remember how beautiful you are no matter what. Because that's really the lesson here. Okay, Cassia, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member, and thank you for starting us out with a super sticker. Hope all is going well and the babies too. Okay, so 2 of you have now mentioned the babies, so you asked for it. Before I do your question, I'm just going to give a quick baby report. Baby Elliot is doing great at home, growing and just doing fabulous. Aubrey's still at the NICU, but guess what? Milestone. She got her feeding tube removed. She is now receiving full nutrition by mouth, which is one of the things that's necessary. She's gaining weight. She's 5 pounds now, and she actually weighs more than Elliot. There's still some things they're working on with her before she can come home. So your continued prayers, candles, magic for Aubrey to do what she needs to do so she can be well and come home too. She's doing well developmentally. Neither of the kids are delayed developmentally, which is great because that happens with twins a lot. They're doing great, but she doesn't always remember to breathe. She forgets. And her lungs are so tiny, she desaturates quickly. And then they have to sit her up and remind her to breathe. And until she can always remember to breathe, she can't come home. So everyone, send your energy reminding her to always breathe. She always has to breathe. That's what we're working on now. Her lungs are fine. There's no problem. She's just so little. And Elliot was the one that was ready to be born. The reason they had to be born was Elliot had to come out. She was perfectly comfortable where she was and should still be there now if she could be. So that's why Elliot's home doing fine. He got what he wanted and needed. She got evicted along with it. And so it's taking her a little longer. That's what's going on. Thank you for your interest. Cassia, thank you for your patience. Tomorrow is the 16th anniversary of my mom passing away. I'm so sorry. Does she have a message for me? I feel sometimes her presence home. I hear you. Let's see what Mom has to say to you. Your mother reminds you that you are smart and capable and talented. She wants you to sing. She wants you to not get stuck. She wants you to find a nice man, and she's going to help you do that. She says you get stuck, and she doesn't want you to be stuck. Thank you so much. Okay, Parbani Artist. I would like to know in how many days do you see me traveling to the UK? My husband and I have been eagerly waiting for this trip, but the visas haven't arrived yet. So the real question is, when will the visas arrive? And the answer is, I have a feeling that you're going to see the visas between 6 and 9 days. I think we really are talking about days, and then you'll go right after that. Raquel Revelta, Art and More. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using the members only emoji. My mom has been concerned about my dad's health lately, and I was thinking of going with my sister to visit them for a week in September. Should I go, or should I wait till they come to Florida? Well, I'm so sorry for that concern. Let's take a look and see. First of all, just checking in on your dad. I mean, your dad doesn't look terrible to me, but I feel like your mom's concerns are legit. There's concern there for sure. Should you go ahead and visit, or should you wait? I think you should visit. I do. I think you should visit for a lot of different reasons. I don't think you should wait. I think you should go. And should you go with your sister? Yes, in all due haste. I do. For a lot of reasons, and I'm not trying to be alarmist here, but I do think it's right to pay a visit. Ivy. Last week I asked you what Ricardo felt when I confided in him about a boy, and you said he felt hurt and bothered. Why is that? Well, I think because Ricardo may have some feelings for you. And when I look at that, yeah, see, I think Ricardo, well, and a couple of things. Ricardo may worry that the person you're interested in isn't good for you. I mean, there's a lot of pieces to this. But I think Ricardo has a lot more feelings than Ricardo says. That's the bottom line. Okay. Medija Ness, did I get that right this time? Let me know. I want to get it perfectly. Thank you for being here, and thanks for being a member here. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. The interesting work at work gave me anxiety. I'm looking online for jobs and saw something that's right up my alley in terms of skills, but something I don't have much experience with. Teaching crafts at an elementary school. Should I apply? Would it be a good fit for me, or should I stay where I am? Okay, so a couple things. First of all, I just have to say, that's the kind of job my mother would do. And so when you said that, I just had like this really warm feeling about my mother, who of course is no longer with us. So thank you for that. And remember, there is a third option. There's stay where you are, there's apply for this job, there's also look for other jobs too. So let's take a look at all the pieces. Okay. First of all, applying for this job. Would you be good at this sort of job? It would be a real change, but you would love working with the kids. It would take a minute to figure it out, but I think you could do it. I think you could do it. Is it possible you could get hired for this job? You know, the thing is, if someone else with more experience or a degree with it gets it, then, applies for it, then they're not going to choose you because you don't have that experience. But there's no harm in applying, and if you apply, there is a chance you would get the job. No harm there. Now, your current job. You don't love your current job. It wasn't just a bum week. You don't love it, and now that you see that, it's hard to unsee it. You're good at your current job, but you don't love it. If you stay at your current job, you can handle it. It'll get better, it'll get worse, it'll get better, it'll get worse. But I do think you need to make a change eventually. And so if it's not this job, it should be something else. You should be looking for a new job. But at the same time, I think you can know that your current job will get better and worse and better and worse. And I think it's fine to apply for this job and see what happens. All right. Morgana the Great, nice to see you. My question and kind of an inception. Am I being too reliant on tarot? Should I take some time off? So we all have our own relationship with the cards. And one can use tarot every day and not be too reliant on it. To me, that's like, okay, I got to talk about this for a minute. Because truly, if you're using tarot in a healthy way, there's no such thing as being too reliant on tarot. That's like saying, am I too reliant on my stove? Am I too reliant on a pen? Tarot is just a tool, and you can never rely too much on a tool. So the question really is not being too reliant. It's the way in which you use tarot. Are you using tarot in a way that isn't serving you? That's the question, There's no such thing as being too reliant on tarot. So, when we look at the way that you are using tarot, what can we say about that? And the answer is, I think that you really enjoy working with the cards and you really enjoy the symbolism, but I also think that you may be working very predictively, or you may be working about some things that are very much of interest to you right now in a little bit of an anxious sort of a way, rather than working with the cards to learn their wisdom, to learn their lessons and to encourage your own spiritual growth. So you may want to just switch up a little bit the way you're working with tarot. Okay, Christine Anna Marie. Do I have a chance to see Amir if I went to his country? Would he be okay to see me, or would he refuse? Let's see. Would he see you? He may not see you. I think you could go and he might not see you. Okay, White Magic Witch. Do you think moving country is a good idea or staying here in America is better? Let's take a look and see. You know, I wonder if there's another country that you're thinking about specifically. I think it's good right now. I mean, staying here in the U.S. is okay. But I also think, and you could do well here. I also think, though, that there's another place you're thinking about that could also be good. So I think it's not necessarily worth making a change right now, but worth considering it. At least playing with the idea. Okay, Jenny. Will me and Bianca become friends again? I think there would need to be a conversation, and I think there's some issues and anxiety there. You could try, but you know what? Even if you do, the same problems are going to show up, so I think you want to be careful there. Oh, I love this question. Clumsy Clairvoyant, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. What type of new tarot magic should I try? Okay, well, I'm going to suggest something. I don't know if it will be new to you, but I'm going to suggest a type of tarot magic for you. Ooh, healing of body, mind, and spirit for yourself and others. All right. Melissa Giovanni, nice to see you. Can I ask if Goth will, I don't know if I pronounced the name correctly, will unblock my friend soon and go back to her, or is it over? So that's like a sixth party question at this point, but yeah, I'll do it. Absolutely. Okay. You know, I think they would both actually like to talk. There's been anger and upset, but they would like to talk with each other. I think it's possible that there could be a reunion there. I think that is possible. Georgina Delivia Max, nice to see you. Will Mimi get the money this month, or is he just not telling the truth? There's been some issues, but I think the money is coming. I do think it will happen. I don't think he's lying. Leslie Jones, so nice to see you. How can I stop being so dependent on people and feel more secure on my own? It's the first time I'm single since I became an adult, and it's so scary. Oh, man. I know how scary it is, but I also know how important it is and how good it is, and you're asking exactly the right question. The fact that you're asking the right question shows that you're on the right path. So, at the end of the day, it's about trusting yourself. It's about your own relationship with yourself. It's about believing in yourself. It's about healing yourself. This is about your relationship with yourself. And you are going to be fine, and you're going to be great. And of course, there will be other relationships in your life. But right now, learning to build and enjoy your own life just as you, and knowing who you are, because I think you can chameleon a little bit. When it comes to friends or love relationships, you'll change yourself a little bit to be more like the person that you're hanging out with. You have to figure out who you are at core and be strong in yourself. And that's going to help so much, and I know you can, and I know you will. Okay, Sun Spirit Tarot, nice to see you. Am I going to meet my future, I think that a future beau soon or not? I think you've been sad in this area for a while, but there is something coming in soon. Yes, you will. And Lydia Mephistopheles, nice to see you. I would like to know what this distance is trying to teach me. Okay, good question. It's trying to teach you to be strong in yourself. It's trying to teach you to heal what you need to heal. It's trying to teach you to put closure to the past. It's trying to teach you to heal from the past and heal in general. It's about healing. All right. And once again, thank you to Yolanda and Katie for the super chats. Jackie Masters is the next question I see. Thanks for being a member here. The owner of the company I work for will be visiting in the next 2 weeks. What do I need to know about the visit, and will our meeting and working together go well? Ooh, what do you need to know about this? Actually, it's fine. What you'll find, I don't know how well you know the owner, but the owner's ridiculous. I'm sorry, excuse me for saying it, but it's going to be fine. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. It'll be fine. And just, your job is to make the owner look good, because the owner does not do a good job making the owner look good. Okay, next question I see is from Julie Rogan. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for the super chat. Okay, happy Saturday. We have talked about the leadership vacuum at my job. Will things improve there for me soon? Let's take a look and see what we've got. Yes. And I don't know that the leadership vacuum is going to improve, but somehow the situation and the way things are shaking down will improve, at least for a while, but it will ultimately be up and down. Okay, and once again, Chang, thank you so much for the super sticker, and you say no question from me today, only love. You know, I hope one day you and I will meet in person. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you so much. I'm sending you a big hug. Okay, and Laura T, thank you for being a member here. Will I reignite my interest in tarot? I took a couple of months break, and that can happen. Tarot's been around for a long time. It can wait for you. Okay, but reigniting your interest, you know, the thing is, I think you need to come back to it with new eyes. Maybe it's time for a new deck. Maybe it's time for a new book. Maybe it's time for a new teacher, a new way of looking at the cards and working with the cards. And yes, you can, and you will, and you should. Okay, Claire C. Wow. First of all, Claire, thank you so much for being a member here. We appreciate you. Is there any information about the cannonball my granddaughter found in the North Georgia mountains while hiking in the woods? So cool. So cool. I don't think it's like Civil War. I think it's newer. And I wonder if it's from like a Civil War reenactment or something of that nature. It is a really interesting piece, but my guess is it's more likely repro. And may involve a reenactment or something of that nature. That's what I think. Okay, Cassandra Revelta, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using a members only emoji. Got home from vacation last night. Monday, I go back to work. Will everything be ready in time? My classroom's nowhere near where I want it to be. Want to do better this year as a teacher. Can I just remind you, you had a baby? I think you did fine. And teachers have been going through a tough time regardless. Oh my goodness gracious. And thank you for being a teacher. Thank you for the work you're doing for our children. And how will this year go? You need to stop being so hard on yourself. You are a good teacher and you're doing a good job under incredibly difficult, incredibly difficult circumstances of many different types. I think you're going to do fine. I think that you have to stop being hard on yourself. Steph, thanks for being here. I'm well today, thank you. I need some closure for my mother. My grandmother passed away a few years ago. I'm so sorry. But at her deathbed, she wanted to give my mother a message. Can you see what it was? Man, I understand that so well. The last time I saw my mother on the day she died, she kept trying to say something to me. And I couldn't hear it and I couldn't get it. And it bugged me for the longest time. And I finally got it, like years later, I finally picked it up. And so I understand fully how difficult and frustrating this is. Let me see what I can get, what your grandmother was communicating that day to your mother. I wonder if in your family there was some kind of family discord or argument. Something where your grandmother worried that it was not clear that she had love either for your mother or for another family member. What I'm thinking, and you're going to have to come back and let me know if this makes sense. What I'm thinking is your mother was concerned about a particular upset or argument that had happened maybe a long time ago. Maybe even that everyone else had forgotten, but she'd still hung out with her. And she wanted to make sure that everyone knew how much she loved them. That's what I think. Let me know if that makes sense. Okay, and once again, Cassandra, thank you for being a member for 14 months. Thank you for the super sticker. Robin Renee, thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Hey, Barrett Ermy, you're back and you've rejoined. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. Oh my goodness gracious. The next question I see. Horse Fan Dunn, thank you for being a member here. I feel an ancestor is reaching through, help for recognizing him or her in the generation from. And thank you so much for your kind words. I appreciate you so much, Horse Fan Dunn. Okay, who's reaching through and what generation? Okay, definitely male and fairly recent. I think we're looking at like male great-grandfather is what it feels like. And great-grandfather on your, No, that's not quite right. It's that generation, but it's more like an uncle, not a grandfather, but an uncle. But like, so uncle would be a great uncle. And is that from father's side or mother's side? I think from mother's side. That's what I think. All right. Barrett Ermy, now I can see the deck. Yes, indeed. Okay, and Priya, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I absolutely will get to your question. I take them in order. Thank you very, very much. The next question I see is in the country. My ancestors often give me the Two of Wands as an advice. What are they trying to tell me? Well, first I'm going to give you my take on the Two of Wands, and then I'll read on it too. So the Two of Wands, in so many ways, is like the world is in your hands. You get to choose. You get to manifest. Both in terms of your mundane actions and your spiritual work, you can manifest, you can create what you want. You just have to figure out what you want. That's what the Two of Wands says to me in this context. What are they trying to say to you? Well, I think exactly that you don't see the opportunities in front of you, that you don't treat yourself fairly, that you don't believe in yourself enough, and they may want you to go to school or take some classes as part of that. Okay, Caroline McLaughlin, nice to see you. My question is, are the Aboriginal ancestors trying to connect with me? Here we go. Oh, yes. 100% they are. You really need to work with them. You really need to do the things to work with them. They want to work with you, and it will change your life. If you work with them the way they want to work with you, it will change your life in a really good way. All right, Lola the Funny Bunny. Was the song M posted about me? Yes. Diana Price, thank you for being a member here. Which will be more profitable and should I focus on first in the short term? Digital nomad, pagan tarot, or paranormal? Okay, let's take a look. Recognizing that in the long run they're not mutually exclusive, we're just talking about immediately. Pagan tarot. Oh, Caroline, thank you for cheering for Aubrey. Diane, I know I don't even have to ask about the babies because someone will beat me to it, right? And I will never resist an opportunity to tell you about the babies. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, PL Day. Does my dad have a message for me? He has been in my dreams lately. He passed 10 years ago. Let's take a look. He wants you to know he's with you. He watches over you. He needs you to put closure to some things that have hurt you in the past and open up to new possibilities. He feels you're carrying around too much hurt. Whether that's from him or from other things, I'm not sure. But he wants you to know that there are many good things in front of you. You just have to put closure to the past. Okay, Lisa. Hi, I am single. Will I find love this year? I think there's some healing you need to do, but I do think love is coming before too long. Yes. Whether it's this year or next year, I'm not sure. And baby cakes, thank you for the energy and prayers for the babies. Okay. LaDonna Blackwood, nice to see you. Please excuse me. LaDonna, will I go back into the medical field soon? You know, I don't know if it's hard to get back in or if there's some things about it you don't like, but I do think it's going to happen, and I do think it's going to work out well. So whatever happened in the past that wasn't good, let go of that and go forward. I think it's a good thing. And Caroline McLaughlin, thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. That's very kind. Okay. Now let me find where we are. Okay, so my peace need, nice to see you, thank you so much. We're doing specific questions here, so I need more than just career. Ask a specific question, I'll give you a specific answer. Okay, Monique, nice to see you. Did he change his profile picture to attract my attention? Yes, he did. Oh, Mediha, I got your name right. Yes. I love what I do. I don't like the job. I will apply and that'll bring at least more clarity. Exactly. Okay, Purple Sunflower, what goals should I focus on for the month of August? Let's see. I think it's about learning something. Is there something you are in the process of learning or want to learn? It's about learning. Okay, going over to Instagram, my peace need. Should I leave my long-term career for my desired new path? Thank you for phrasing a specific question. That's what we do here on the Saturday Psychic Sampler. Most appreciated. And the answer is yes. Yes, you should, but it's a timing issue. The long-time career, you've been successful. It's been good. The desired path is a good path, but it's a difficult transition. So theoretically, yes, but you have to be so careful about how you do this transition. But if you find a way to do the transition carefully and well, it will be successful and it will make you happy. Okay. Ali Mammon, nice to see you. I've been well, thank you. How do I think my friend's coming month is going to be? Tough. I think your friend is having a tough month and is going to need some support. And Purple Sunflower, I did answer your question. The goal should be about education, something that you're learning. I don't know if that's taking a class or learning on your own, but one way or the other, it's about learning. Hey, Maya Starbuck, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Will I be traveling in the next month? Unclear. Yes, I think so. But it may take some doing to figure it all out. Arthur Bukowski. Hello, what should I focus on in my healing journey? I feel so bitter and angry. I'm sorry. And have been isolating to just enjoy me for me, but that's good. I don't know if that's unhealthy or just part of healing. Let's take a look. Okay, Arthur. Okay. Is the way you're doing it, it is good to focus on you. You're going to have to find a way to be better, not bitter, but you're going to have to work through it. So like if you stay right here, that's not good, but being right here now is good as long as that's part of the journey. So learning to love yourself and enjoy your space is fine, but in that also find the insight that allows for release and healing and moving forward. Jackie, thank you for that feedback. Okay, Priya, I see you just gave me a second super chat. I will answer both questions. I don't typically do more than one question, but I will for you. Oh, my peace need. I pulled a bunch of cards. And if you want to see the cards, you got to come over to YouTube. Christiana Gaudet Tarot on YouTube. But it was a bunch of cards. Okay, so, Priya, should I break up with S? I am worried he doesn't value my words. What does he feel about me? He enjoys you. He cares about you, but he doesn't know how. You know, before you break up with him, see if you can teach him to do better. Ask for what you need. Be gentle, be firm, try to teach him. See if he's teachable first. Okay, Pre Turner, nice to see you. I've been going through a tough time. I'm so sorry. During my desperation, I asked for help from Spirit and felt almost instantly better. Was that psychological or did someone help me? And the answer is probably both. Probably both psychological and spiritual help. And who was it who helped you? Do you have a good friend, female, who has passed away? It could also be a family member, but in your generation. I want to say someone who passed away unexpectedly or tragically. I feel like it was that person who was there to help you. All right. Oh, and thank you for your prayers for Aubrey Chang. You'll be in the U.S. It'll happen. Okay, and Priya, I will answer your next question, although just to let everyone know, one question per person. Will the recession hit my job this year or next year? From what it's possible. It's possible. It would be later rather than sooner, but it's possible. Okay, P, nice to see you. I got into a lot of financial trouble due to not being able to sleep and procrastinating things. Will I be able to get out of this mess? I am so sorry. That sounds terrible. And the answer is yes, you absolutely will. Don't beat yourself up. You can fix this. It'll be okay. Katie, I think you're just further on down the line, but actually, no. I will go back and find you, Katie. Thank you. And Maya, that makes sense. Got it. Perfect. Okay, so where did Katie go? Where did Katie go? I saw your super chat, but where did the question go? Looking for the question. I'm rolling back, looking for Katie's question. Katie, I see your super chat, but there was no question attached. Katie, I think your question didn't come through. I am so sorry. Would you please reiterate your question? The super chat came through, but it did not come through with a question, which is why you got skipped, because I see you being nice and generous with me, but I see no question from you. So please reiterate your question, and anyone else that got skipped, I am so sorry. Please do reiterate your question. It is last call for readings, y'all. I thank you all so much for being here. Special shout out to good. Oh, Maya, Amber and I were chatting about you this morning. I can't wait for your article in the fall issue. I am so excited about that article. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. So yes, thank you for that. Much appreciated. Very good. Thank you. And Steph, I'm sorry I had to rewind the video to show my mom your answer, and she does remember something about her sister. She will pass on the message. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, so I'm sort of hanging out waiting for Katie's question and anybody else. And Katie, if you don't get there in time, you can always text me on my phone because we have a texting relationship, and I will answer your question. In the meanwhile, here comes peaceful mindfulness. How can I ground myself and be more present? What a great question. Let's take a look. So the thing that's the problem is you have a lot of intrusive thoughts that are not helpful to you, and you need to just recognize that they're there and then breathe through them, breathe through them, breathe through them. It's all in the breathing. That's really the key. It's all in the breathing. All right, so I want to let everyone know in the description here, I put my link tree, please check it out, and I put a link to the first episode of the StarCast Variety Show. Make sure you check that out, watch it out, and subscribe to StarCast. Again, I'm grateful to everyone for being here. I'm trying to give Katie and anyone else a minute to get the questions in. If that doesn't happen, Katie, you just go ahead and text me. And everyone, I will be back on Monday. And speaking of my article in the Cartomancer, which is about Grateful Dead Tarot, Monday is August 1st, so we will have new tarot scopes coming up. But it's also Jerry Garcia's birthday, the late, great Jerry Garcia. So I will be reading with Grateful Dead Tarot on Monday for y'all. Just checking that out. And so Katie, I'm not seeing a question for you. So you know what I'm going to do? Since I didn't see your question, I'm just going to go ahead and pull some cards for you, Katie Kondo. And you can go ahead and text me your specific question privately. Oh, Leslie, while you're waiting, I would like to thank you so much for your work. It's truly helpful. Well, thank you as well. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate you. And this is for Katie Kondo. Since the universe saw fit not to give us her question, Katie, you need to be both patient and proactive in a lot of ways. You need to recognize your own creativity and your own talent. Oh, we're answering your question. What can I do on a spiritual level to care for school and, to prepare for school, I think is what you're saying. Recognize you have the ability to do it. Recognize your creativity. Recognize the power of your advocacy for yourself. Recognize that it will be frustrating, but through those frustrations, Katie, you will be successful. So to prepare, first of all, recognize it's going to be hard. Recognize you can do it. Recognize it's going to require your creativity and your time. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the goal. There it is. It's all there. And thank you for your patience and thank you for your kind donation. And Leslie, I was just rewatching Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. I don't necessarily approve of some of the views of the author, but I love Harry Potter. You remind me so much of Dumbledore. Thank you for that. People have also commented that I look like Madame Trelawney, Professor Trelawney. And since she is the divinations instructor and I do divination, that happens a lot too. But I'm going to take Dumbledore. I appreciate that. I will absolutely do that. The way you speak and are so patient with us. Well, I am going to channel my inner Dumbledore. I love that. Thank you. That makes me really happy. My friends, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everyone here. Thank you for subscribing. Friends on Instagram, thank you. I'm going to sign off on Instagram now. I appreciate you. Remember, I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom. And remember to check out my link tree, of course. I'll be back on Monday. Thank you all so very much. And I believe that on Monday, StarCon tickets are going on sale. So there is that coming up as well. Thank you all so much. Thank you to the members. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. And thank you to the people who helped out with super chats and super stickers. I appreciate you all. Take really good care. Be good.